This is a special edition of Gentlemen of the World. As you know, we usually try Scotch blind, but tonight we're not doing that because tonight we're on a boat.
We're on a boat.
On a boat.
We are literally on a boat, and what we usually do around Christmas time is go to a alcohol establishment and kind of just go Scotch crazy. Pull a couple bottles off the shelf, we buy them, and we take them someplace and we drink them. So we know what we're drinking tonight. Going around the room tonight, Justin,
Evan,
Chip,
Dave.
Vern,
Andrew,
Evan.
Chris.
and so the bottle we're drinking tonight, where is the bottle?
here it is.
A Highland Park 15.
It's a Highland Park 15.
It's
Viking
called
Heart.
Viking Heart.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It comes in a really cool porcelain-colored
I think it's
bottle.
actually a porcelain bottle.
Hell yeah, even better.
Very much eggnog colored.
Yeah.
So picking up this Scotch, having a look, guys, what do we see?
Dark.
It's been in a sherry cask,
Yeah.
I think.
A golden, like a darker golden color?
Yeah.
Like a light amber, maybe.
pretty runny. Doesn't have really strong legs.
Damn.
Caramely and spicy nose.
Smells amazing.
Oh, yeah, it does.
like a cinnamon apple pie.
Yeah.
Maybe
Ooh.
some
Yeah.
some of those golden raisins are back.
As you can tell, none of us have eaten because we're all like, oh, that's
Great.
Definitely very sweet on the nose.
Maybe even some like sugared gingered gingered
Candied
candied ginger.
Yeah. We know what you meant.
But
You're driving a boat and thinking about tasting notes at the same time.
running sound.
Yeah.
But he's not drinking and driving a boat.
of course not.
Drinking
Just
water,
smelling
obviously.
scotch.
Yeah.
He's just smelling. As I speak
It's like
into my
grated-
scotch.
grated cinnamon sticks.
I'm telling the scotch that he's just smelling. Don't worry. It's
Yeah.
going to be okay.
Speak to your Scotch. It's good to speak.
What you can't see is we routinely sniff our microphones and talk into our Scotch.
Yeah.
They're the exact same girth. The microphones and the Glencairns.
We've measured. It's true.
Has anybody tasted
The
this
microphone?
microphone yet? Because this is a good microphone.
Oh, Chris tasted it.
It's delicious. It's
That's
smooth,
nice.
It's sweet. It's a little peppery on the finish.
Like a mild saltiness to it.
I haven't tasted it, but Chris, your face looked like
Yeah.
just a young boy on Christmas
Very
morning.
happy.
That's just a damn good Highland Park.
That's really
That's
good.
why we bought this bottle is because we knew it was going to be good, and it is good.
Oh, that is so good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like baking spices.
Yeah.
This is a great Christmas Scotch, too.
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is bang on for Christmas. It's
So, Vern, winter?
Appropriate season.
not even winter, but the holidays.
Literally
Wow.
the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 day.
I guess you could do it Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, so you have the option.
Okay.
Yeah, even Grandma on Christmas Eve would be happy.
Very happy. What's the model name of this of Highland Park?
Viking Heart.
So Highland Park 15, Viking Heart, 44%.
Makes me want to go pillage.
And what was the price point on it? It was like $100, right?
95, yeah.
95, yeah.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Which I don't know. Just maybe it's worth noting what our budget was because it's not just like we are all wealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did we get to?
I mean,
however
we
much?
are on a boat.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you saw our boat, you'd be like, those guys are rich.
Those rich guys.
Contrary to you hearing us on a podcast, that does not equate to an unlimited budget for Scotch. So we still had a limitation.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah. Limitations.
I mean, he's an accountant. He's got to rein us
Yeah.
in.
Okay, treasurer speaking here. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, so we had a budget of about $400 that we took to High Times in Costa Mesa. Shout out to High Times in Costa Mesa. And we picked, I think we ended up with 6 or 7 bottles that we kind of put into the ring of fire to vote from. You know, we kind of wanted to make it work within the $400 budget. So this is one of those scotches that we picked out. But what are we tasting, fellas, with this Highland Park?
This is the maple syrup in my local like Greasy Spoon diner. So it's not super.
So it's
not,
a Denny's scotch?
no, but I mean like the legit only one of them, not a chain. Probably using the same maple syrup. So yeah,
It's kind of like that maple sausage.
yeah.
By,
Oh,
nice.
good
A little
one.
bit
Yeah.
of the salt.
yeah.
yeah.
Shout out to Farmer John.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll take it.
I feel like there's just a little bit of fruit in it too. Not a lot, but it's like kind of lurking under the surface.
This is just
Fruit
like
cake?
a holiday.
Like
Fruitcake
like
holiday
10
scotch.
fruit, yeah,
Is anybody else? Did we say cinnamon already?
yeah, definitely cinnamon.
There's a
Cinnamon,
little-
some ginger.
Yeah, this is a great scotch for a holiday night. around the campfire, or just
or a holiday morning.
or a holiday morning or
I
afternoon.
would definitely drink this in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a mild bit of smoke.
Pancakes.
Is Santa drinking this on his ride?
No, can't
Not with
drink
kids
and
around.
drive. Not around kids,
What are sleigh rules?
but the
Cask
reindeer
strength. He's got a lot of houses to visit.
Does Santa Claus go back to the North Pole and then have breakfast? Because then he'd be drinking this
Oh,
after
then-
he did his rounds.
I
Is
mean,
that, is that how it works?
Evan,
Just a night shift.
mean,
I think it's classic night shift. rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
It's like the time doesn't matter. It's the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I were Santa, I would
dinner.
pour this over my pancakes at the
Into
end of the long
into your eggnog.
It's filtered through pancakes into the egg.
pancake filter.
That's how they make it?
Yeah.
I can't wait to read the official tasting notes, and if any of those are on there, I'm going to.
Yeah. Are they, Andrew,
Let me see.
on the bottle?
Very short description on the bottle. First of all, complex and rich. What say you?
Yes, with the richness.
It says a wild harmony of toasted cinnamon. Oh, excuse me, toasted cinnamon shards, mellow peat smoke, warm vanilla sponge cake, sun-kissed lemon zest, fresh pineapple, and heather-rich honey.
I don't think I'm finding the citrus in there.
Yeah.
I get a little orange zest.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah,
It's not doing the heavy lifting.
Maybe
No,
if
no.
I think and
it's
smell,
under
you
there.
can smell it.
On the nose. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think there's a little bit on the nose.
Did you guys ever smoke clove cigarettes? Kind
No.
of has that,
Unfortunately, yes.
yeah, a little bit of that, like when you lick your lips at the end of it, it's got a little bit of that kind of clove.
I secondhand smoked clove
Yeah.
cigarettes when I was in high school.
Then you wouldn't understand.
You need it on the
Mom,
lips.
I did not. Yes, I totally did.
I definitely did not smoke those in freshman year of college.
This gets better as it opens up.
So Evan added water. Evan, what happened?
More sweetness comes out,
Mm-hmm.
and
Sign me up.
I mean, now that we read the tasting notes, I'm getting pineapple. I wasn't really before, but on the nose, now I definitely do.
And also some, like, good old white cake frosting. I think
Yeah.
maybe they called it sponge
They
cake.
call it vanilla sponge cake. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Here in America.
White cake.
White cake.
With the pineapple, it feels kind of like that dried pineapple that's like really sugary on the outside.
I think with a little bit of water, it's a little more like pineapple cake, like fruit cakey. Like the biscuity flavor comes out of just a smidge.
So it's a dried pineapple
Pineapple, yeah.
I'll call that a note.
sponge cake. Is that the type of cake?
Wait, can we dive into pineapple? Because what are you combining?
So,
Pineapple and apple?
well, it's not very well known in the States here, but
But since
so
it's
some of
nautical,
our
it's actually a barnacle,
Yeah.
pineapple barnacle.
yeah. I mean, some of our listeners in India, they'll understand. You guys don't understand, but like me and the one listener in India, we get it. You guys will get there.
Pineapple.
Pineapple.
It's just simply pineapple.
It's just so
We will
mellow.
all get there.
Yeah, it mellows
It's-
out.
The finish is
Divine.
just so
Okay, I gotta try
nice
the water.
and soft.
Yeah.
I'm saying that without water, but
Oh,
The water is really good.
by itself.
It almost
Normally
doesn't change the flavor at all. It just makes it slightly more smooth,
Yeah.
but it was already pretty smooth. It's
Yeah.
kind of amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not wanting any water. With
Yeah,
it.
I'm-
I'm
I'm
fully
not- it
satisfied.
honestly does
Normally,
not need it.
I'm a big waterer.
Big waterhead.
Yeah.
Go on.
So, and with this one, I have no inclinations to water it down whatsoever. That's just me.
Did you say this was 44 ABV?
44%. Yeah. So I don't think you're really watering it down to like knock back the heat, the alcohol, but I like what you guys are saying about it.
Let me ask
It's
you
more
guys
the
this
fruit.
question. Do you think it's worth $95?
Yes.
Yes.
I would say an emphatic yes.
I would
on my-
rather pay $80 for it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, obviously, I would rather pay $80 for it.
Yeah, I'd like to pay
I'd
10%
rather pay
less on
120
everything.
for it. But yeah, I would say this is definitely worth 95.
Great
Yeah,
price point.
I agree.
It's complex, it's rich, it's sweet, it's spicy, and the water. It's not that I wanted to water it down to cut anything. It's just I'm just curious about it, but it's not necessarily better, but just a little different.
Dude, it's so good. It's so
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And it's kind of cool to have this, at least as a club, after the cask string that we did last month, just to show two very different
Variation.
expressions from Highland Park.
Yeah.
If this was
amazing.
less expensive, I would make eggnog out of it.
Ooh.
It sounds like it would be delicious, but I feel bad like
Exactly.
mixing this. You know,
Exactly.
it's just too good. It's on its own, but it would be delicious. It would be highbrow eggnog.
I do nothing but highbrow.
I just ate a pitted date and then polished off the rest of this scotch. Fantastic. I can highly recommend it.
Give me one of those pitted
Buy
dates.
yourself some pitted dates when you buy this bottle.
Date Vern. Somebody date Vern right now.
Seedless, too.
They're pitted. It said pitted on the bag.
I'm
Don't worry,
gonna
guys.
take
You're
one
in
of those. Go ahead.
good hands with me as captain.
Thanks for getting the pitted dates without the seeds in them.
For some reason, I was thinking pitted date was like, I don't know,
A variety.
body surfing for a date.
dates are so pitted.
Taking my girl body surfing would be a pitted date. I don't know.
I think we better rate this thing before we get to...
Yeah.
All right.
Before we run into a yacht.
This is a yacht.
A 16-foot electric yacht. Yeah.
All right, Andrew, let's start with you. What is your rating?
Without commentary?
With or without?
8.8.
8.8. Okay. Vern?
I'd say I'm right there, 8.8.
Wow.
I'm at a solid 8.
Okay.
Solid 8 for
Solid
Dave.
8.
Chip, what do you got?
8.7.
All
Wow.
right.
Wow.
Evan's having one last
This
drink
could go
before
anywhere,
he rates.
guys.
Bob, let me see.
$1, Bob.
9.4.
Wow. Okay, somebody's
You've been touched by that scotch.
I love
somebody's feeling jolly.
it. This is my second bottle tonight.
I'm gonna go, and other Dave is not here, so this is. I feel like I'm representing other Dave here. 7.8.
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
have
I'm
to
so sorry, Highland
disagree.
Park. I still love you.
I have to disagree. Dave would give this a 9.9.
Dave also always goes 1 point under what everybody says.
That's true. He's a contrarian.
So I am a solid Islay fan, and so but Highland Park is my definite go-to if I'm going to stray away from the smokiness. So I will go 8.5. This is up there with some really good stuff.
I'm going to give it an 8. If it was a little bit cheaper, I would probably give it rate it a little higher. But for $95, solid 8. It's really, really good though.
What does that bring us to?
That brings us to exactly 8.5.
Wow, we did it. We did it, boys.
That's pretty
We
fair.
did it.
We did
That
it.
feels
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, I accept. That's a fair number.
Yeah,
Nice.
pretty good stuff.
Well, thank you, Highland Park, for making a great scotch that we all enjoyed.
Except for Justin.
Except for me, apparently.
And Dave, apparently.
And Dave, who's not
Yeah.
even here.
Where's Dave?
Yeah.
He fell off at the dock.
We'll find that out later.
Yeah, he will either keep that in the edit or he will edit that out.
We almost ran into a smaller yacht. The smaller yacht just cut us off. They only have a 40-footer.
And no scotch.
Peasants.
Losers. So we are trying now our second scotch of this holiday special night. What did we just pour in our glasses?
Brook Laddie heavily peated Isla single malts. This is the Isla barley bottle, not the 10-year bottle.
Heck yeah. So picking up the glass and having a look, this is definitely a lot lighter than that Highland Park we just tried.
Yeah.
It's a young one.
Young blood.
7 years.
A well-hydrated urine.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a pale apple juice, yeah.
It looks like expensive hay.
Champagne.
Yeah. It's not far off from some champagne. Really pale gold. Got some legs.
I mean, since we already know the age, it's very appropriate for a 7-year, I think.
Also light on the nose. Apple juice.
Yeah, you know what? To say on the label, heavily peated.
Well, it's been breathing for a little bit.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, that's true. Reported a few minutes ago, but
I get some vanilla.
not quite as much smoke.
I'm still getting the peat.
Yeah, it's there. It's just not the punch in the face.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Yeah, I get a little... Chris, you said vanilla?
Like vanilla or almost like a, I'm trying to think of the Girl Scout cookie. The Nobody's Rescuing Me.
Thin
Toasted
mint.
coconut?
There's so many cookies.
Momoas?
Samoa?
Samoas?
Jason Momoa?
Shortbread?
Shout out Jason Momoa.
Oh, yeah. Maybe shortbread cookie would be the easier
Love to
thing
get
to
him
say.
on
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I'm getting some shortbread,
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
some vanilla or shortbread cookie.
So we agree this smells like Jason Momoa.
Yeah, Jason Momoa.
Evan, you and I do, yes.
New oak, no sherry on the nose anyway.
Has anybody tried tasting this scotch yet? Oh, Andrew
I just
has.
did.
Evan has too. Andrew's still swishing it around in his mouth, thinking about it.
I do get vanilla.
It's aggressive.
Vanilla?
Yeah, on the nose.
Yeah.
Does somebody else say it? Chris,
The
did you
taste-
say
yeah.
vanilla?
The
Yeah.
like shortbread.
It's surprising for a Brooklotti, but
Yeah.
they also are sort of deceptive with their
Everything.
This is
Yeah.
a very deceptive scotch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That vanilla just hit me right away.
But the palate is amazing. Like this tastes fantastic.
Definitely get the peat there.
Oh yeah.
Right? It's
Was
got a bit of heat.
salt tea.
Yeah, some salinity.
Yeah. Brine.
Wow. Yeah, no vanilla on the
Yeah.
taste.
Bye-bye, vanilla. Hello, brine.
Salted seaweed.
And it sticks around for a while. I get
Yeah,
it down my
it's
throat.
really full.
That's a lingering woman.
Good heat on the back.
But
yeah.
still on the brighter side. It's not medicinal or like a sticky Lagavulin kind of a thing. It is sprightly.
Good word.
I see, you see
finish
heavily
is salty.
peated, and I always think like heavily peated is,
Octomore. Yeah.
Ardbeg.
Ardbeg,
It's,
Lagavulin,
you know,
yeah,
something
or
really,
Lafroig, yeah.
which it doesn't, it's not on that level, but it's definitely there. It punches you, but it's lighter.
No offense to Ardbeg. I think it's got a bit more character than the Ardbeg. Ardbeg
I don't
10.
think Ardbeg takes offense to
Yeah.
that.
Ardbeg 10.
They,
That's a compliment. To
That's
them.
what that's what they were looking for.
yeah, that's their calling card.
Yeah. I'm trying to it's so strong up front. It's like I'm trying to peel through the layers to get to the insides.
It reminds me of some of the younger Lagavulins that we've tried.
Like
Where it's
the
like
eight?
where it's
Yeah.
like a little too
yeah.
aggressive, but it still
Actually,
has
it's-
that like depth.
Like the 8.
Yeah.
It's
like
really
lemonade.
close to the 8. I've been drinking the 8 lately, and this is very close. Like the vanilla note for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The fresh oak.
Does that vanilla note you think come from just the barrel?
I think
like
it's
a
from
first
the- from
fill
the
or a
bourbon
second
barrels,
fill
yeah.
barrel.
Yeah, what other flavors are we pulling out here? Chip, what do you got?
I'm not sure with the flavor, but I really like the way that it feels
The mouthfeel.
in my mouth.
Yeah.
Like the way that it sits on the tongue and a little bit of the heat that's up high.
Mm-hmm.
In my
High
mouth.
heat?
Yeah.
It's Major League Fastball.
Yeah, lots of high heat.
It's a higher ABV than the Highland Park. 50% ABV.
Okay.
That's pretty good for, I mean, I wouldn't expect anything above 45. I mean, the fact that it's 50, it's not, it's definitely not in your face that like you think like a cask strength is.
I might add some water to this one just to
Same.
see what happens because I feel like there's one extra note that we haven't found.
Yeah.
And you need some water to get to it.
I do.
Salinity, kind of seaweed,
For sure.
ocean.
Well, I have tasting notes when we're ready for them.
Ooh.
You just splash me.
I think there's some like buried, like
Berries?
Buried
Buried berries?
Oh, we're on a pirate ship.
Buried berries.
Buried blueberries.
close buried berries. No, but like there's like a bitterness, not the sweetness of like a cacao or like dark chocolate, but
Oh.
like the little
The dry, like bitter,
little dry bitterness.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is super pleasant.
The smell of the ocean.
Yeah, I know. I can't tell if I'm distracted by the smell of the ocean.
The fact that we're out here on the ocean, it goes very well with this scotch right now.
And we're also sitting around a plate of cheese, some of which is smoked, but I feel like I am smelling smoked cheese in this glass.
I almost got like a little bit of ham. Some hot
smoked
ham water.
Yeah.
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 You have to make sure that like
Could
the
that be the
hand that
ham
you've been
that's in
eating
your hand?
with isn't the hand you're holding the glass
Yeah.
with.
No. Oh,
So
look,
that
it's
you don't
ham.
like mix smells.
Dang it, I smelled the
There's
ham
on
again.
my microphone. Shoot.
Wow, the water knocks down the heat on the finish.
Definitely. Big time.
It kind of brings, for me, it brought all the flavors more forward.
It did.
So it's
yeah,
like everything
it did.
just hits you right up in front as opposed to kind of lingering in the back.
I like it better with water.
I do
I'm going to
too.
say it. I'm going to be the first to say it. I'm first.
I agree. I second.
You are the
Third.
president.
Is anybody
It's
else
good.
getting any kind of like sporty athletic, like used sporty athletic
Like
wear?
old gym sock.
Yeah, some gym sock or
It's like
basketball
after
shorts.
Speedos after you like swam in the ocean. Like,
No.
I'm getting like funky cheese, and I don't think it's that funky cheese over there on the table. That's not far off from old gym sock, right?
No, it's in there somewhere. Just got to find it. Although buried berries is
Buried berries.
going to come back to that one. I'm going to bury some berries in my yard and then dig them up and see what they taste like, and then I'll be able to use that note authentically.
I'm going to say something. With adding water to this tastes like Talisker Storm.
Holy macaroni.
I'm kind of with you. You get a lot more of the brininess,
Yeah.
more of the ocean.
But old Talisker Storm, not new Talisker Storm, which I feel like is,
With the new label.
Is that par?
yeah. But like the old stormy Talisker Storm.
So, Andrew, what are the official tasting notes?
Okay, so from Brooke Laddie's own website for the 2012 edition, on the nose, initially a fresh linen and sandy sea breeze note stands out. Zesty lemon, a green fruit signature, applesauce, crunchy pears. Floral geranium notes come through with sea pinks and gooseberry, then creamy coconut dipped in chocolate. Opens up quickly with muddy peat smoke, burnt heather, peach skin, yada, yada, yada.
Oh, come on.
Hints of vanilla and
Yeah,
toasted
it's like
malt.
You hired a novelist to write your
Palate. On the lips, it's soft and sweet. Texturally, there is a thin honey style that slips across the palate. Immediately more from the cask here. Vanilla, milk chocolate, light cedar, black pepper, warmed scones, and honey from
They're
the
just
malt.
listing every flavor
seriously.
that is out there.
Uh,
I mean,
Cotton
there is a lot of
candy,
flavors. Like,
apricot, creamy,
there's deep-
minty,
Maybe.
warm, salty sand. Okay, finish. Coconut and peat smoke, mildly iodine-y,
Yeah.
and hints of almond and geranium. Never thought of geranium as a tasting note.
I was gonna say almond though, a little bit
Almond,
ago.
yeah.
I found the almond.
We got one.
We thought it. We thought it.
I was going to say
So
geranium.
it's the
I was going to say toasted, warm, fresh coconut crackers.
Yeah, I was gonna say hot sand or whatever they said.
yeah.
No, it's
Hot
more of
sandy
a warm
beach.
sand.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
warm
clearly
beach.
more warm.
No, but it's the second time I've heard the term burnt heather. What the hell is burnt heather?
Heather is like the basically the flowers and weeds that grow on top of peat. And in fact, Highland Park makes a point of using heather in their process. A lot of them do.
But it having been to Scotland, and I made it a point though because I'd heard that note so many times. Like, what the hell is Heather other than my ex-girlfriend?
Who the hell's Heather? Like, what is it?
Yes, yeah, that'll be our sidebar conversation.
Now she's on Pete?
Who is Heather?
We're going to watch the movie Heathers.
It was actually very underwhelming to me.
To date her?
To both, actually, I think you can just use this for both. Both
Okay.
my tasting notes
Yeah.
for both Heathers are the same. But no, Heather was very bland, nice to look at, but kind of bland when you got up close. No, I went to Scotland. I saw Heather on a rock.
She was there. Did you guys plan it?
Somebody surprised me. Brought Heather to Scotland. But no, I grabbed Heather with my strong, sinewy arms.
Just keeps getting better.
Just
Keep
stop.
going.
And
You just got to give up. It's over.
it has to be. I don't know where else to go. No, but I did smell Heather, and it smelled of like basically earth, just like fresh earth is all it was. Like the
All right.
Grass.
grass. It wasn't floral. Like I was expecting it to be like the Scottish rose, and it
More
was like
like
no,
hay?
it was just like earth flower. Very underwhelming. But maybe I was in the off season. Who knows?
Wow. Somewhere Heather is crying right now.
What about the stuff that grows on the ground in Scotland?
Pete.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
What?
Yeah. Anyone named Heather.
I follow.
Yeah.
we're
I
sorry.
got you, Andrew.
I haven't got my joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to close out these ridiculous tasting notes.
They're still going?
Yeah. So if anybody's
I lost
curious
track
about
where we
the,
started.
the heavily peated, it's the phenol level is 40 ppm. What else? Oh, here we go. 75% first fill bourbon cask, 25% second fill wine cask.
Interesting.
Would not have guessed on that.
Yeah.
So there you go.
What,
Thank you, Brooke Laddie, for
What was the price point on this one? Do you remember, Chris?
it was cheap, right?
I believe
Normally $80, but it was on sale for
for
$6.
$60.
Okay.
Shout out High Times. Thank you. December special.
Yeah.
Act fast.
Shall we rate it?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go around
let's
and
rate
rate it. Starting with Chip. What do you think?
I feel like it's a good C average, probably. It sounds low when you say C because, it's not an A, but I feel like a 7.5 feels really good.
I like that.
Okay, well, it's not your turn, Vern.
I just said I like that. I'm not saying it's not. I'm going to be very different.
Don't call
than
on Vern till last.
All right. I get them.
All right, Evan, we'll go to you. What is your rating?
I'm right there with Chip. I was going to say my first thought was like 7.3.
Okay.
I don't want to say it's a C, but it's not an A.
Okay.
And I don't think it's a B.
Okay. That's good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Vern, is that okay?
You did okay.
Thanks.
We'll talk after.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Principal's office. It's hard not to compare this to the last scotch, obviously, that we tried. And I feel like these were so different. The first one being more sweet. We kept talking about holidays with that first scotch. And this one, I don't think anybody mentioned holidays once, which is okay.
This is like a May 5th scotch.
And I'm a May 5th boy.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to rate it higher than I did the other one because this hits a lot of my more personal tasting notes, like brine It's a big deal to me. So I'm going to go. Brian. Shout outs to all Brians.
Brian's and Heathers.
And
We love
Heathers.
you.
And Pete's.
And Pete's. I'm going to go 8. What do you got, Chris?
I think you and I are aligned on our preferences. I think I like the peat on this. I like the vanilla on the nose and then the way that it kind of almost played a trick on you with the palate. But the balanced peat, again, try not to compare the last one, but me being the Islay fan that I am, I'm going to say 8.7.
Wow.
Hot.
Evan?
I really dug it. As alluded to, it kind of snuck up on you. The nose is radically different than the actual palate, but I enjoyed both. Kind of splitting the difference here, but I'm going to give it a solid 8. I liked it.
I'm kind of with you. Second, Evan. For an Isla, it's not my favorite. I can think of 3 or 4 that I would sooner drink, but are those dolphins humping?
Seals?
Those are just seals humping.
Or seals.
Well, that raises my rating.
That's Heather and Brian.
And Pete.
I'll wrap it up. I'm going to go 8.2.
Whoa.
Okay. Vern?
For me, 7.7.
Wow, just like that.
Quick.
Just
No
like that.
words.
Nope. It's
No
simple.
commentary.
I think it's. I mean, I don't want to say it's simple, but it's a well-made Scotch. I just want, at least at this season in my life, I just want a little bit more on the back end.
Yeah. Shout out to Heather.
Whoa.
Boom.
Which one?
Dave?
I was going to go 7.6.
Okay.
You were going to, or you?
Sorry.
Oh, you changed your mind.
Will go
7.6.
7.6.
And I will continue with my 7.6.
My thought is, would I want this at home? And I don't really feel like this is at the level of like, oh yeah, I'd like to have this with me.
At least not compared to all the other things that you want to have at home.
But for the
Right.
for the price point, though, I mean,
For the price point, it's pretty good though.
On sale
Yeah.
price point.
Yeah, it's on
that's
sale.
true. That's true.
That's true.
Normally $80 US.
No, I wouldn't pay.
No, I wouldn't.
But I feel like there's a lot of Scotch like this out there.
That's
Like
true.
this is a very popular flavor of Scotch.
Yeah.
If you're in the Islas, like
Yeah.
this is just tastes like Isla Scotch. It's like, oh,
I love Scotch.
you get a high C because I want a little. I mean, yeah, if this was 30 years ago, this would probably be an A plus. But because nowadays you want something to kind of grab you, and like that seal is grabbing the other seal. You want it to stick out a little bit, and this one just sort of fades.
So, Chris, what does that bring our overall rating to?
That was a 7.9.
That's our high C right there.
That's respectable. Yeah.
That's their
Called
high
it.
C.
It did
Nice
not
work,
affect
Jeff.
my 8.7 rating, but I actually have this scotch in a decanter on my bar at home. So,
Wow.
Yeah, it's
There you go.
so that was my 8.7.
That's true to your score. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbiased, I actually drink this
Yeah.
at home. So
There you go.
there you go.
As I would hope you score it real high.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It touches your soul.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's good stuff.
Thanks, Brookladdie.
Yeah. So, so we're still on the boat, and we're moving on to our third bottle now, which is what? Andrew?
Okay. We are drinking. So this is a release from Signatory, which is an independent bottler. And it is a bottling of Caol Ila, 12-year-old, distilled in 2007, bottled in 2019, matured in a hogshead cask, and it comes in at 58.6% ABV.
Nice.
So cask strength, single cask whiskey from Islay.
It is a light color. Chip, I saw you gazing into the eyes of that thing.
We thought the last one was light, but this one, I'm pretty sure, Chris, you said hydrated urine.
Well hydrated urine. This is a
This is truly well hydrated urine.
Real
analogy.
healthy.
Yep.
Real healthy.
Yeah.
or Chardonnay.
ooh, that is a strong nose.
Some good peat.
But again, I get like some of that vanilla.
I get a lot of
Yeah.
citrus too. I almost get like a citrus and
Yeah.
chocolate.
There's a nice citrus in there.
It's kind of
Lime.
dark chocolate covered
Yeah, it's.
orange.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's one of those
That's-
chocolate
that's-
oranges.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's Christmas for me every year.
Yeah.
I get some like lemon meringue and lime. It's like a lime and meringue.
Lime is coming out
Like
more
a
and
key
more.
lime pie almost.
Yeah, I'm getting some
Yeah.
like lime
Yeah.
zest.
Yeah, key lime pie.
This is like it's like a skinny margarita.
It's a little bit of like nuttiness.
What? Wait, what? I don't
Like,
get any nuttiness.
is there such a thing as like almond lime?
Andrew, since you said almond, I don't know if anybody's ever had them, but the almond butter covered almonds from Trader Joe's.
That sounds phenomenal. That's not what I'm smelling, but that sounds great.
That also sounds made up. You just said almond
Covered
covered
Almond butter covered.
Almond butter covered almonds. Shout out to Trader Joe's. If you
Only
want the-
Trader Joe's would have those.
Yes.
Has anybody tried it in their mouths? Oh, Dave's doing it. All right, Dave was the first to try it. Dave, what do you taste right now? Fresh off the tongue.
Oh boy.
I get a lot of wood.
Ooh.
Dave, get some wood. Okay. Solid
Yeah,
note.
some firewood. It's like rich.
There's some campfire in here.
Yes.
And it's not just the heat, but like the flavor.
No, like actual charred wood.
Ooh,
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
super hot.
hot scotch.
Yeah, that's a hot scotch.
So we're drinking a cask strength, which would account for the heat. Which is, I find interesting because I don't think any of us mentioned on the nose that like
It
it's
did not smell hot. No,
burning your
No.
nostrils.
No, it was a secret heat.
no, it's actually funny. It's very similar to the Port Charlotte, where it's like the nose, super mellow,
Yeah,
light, and then you
yeah.
take a sip, and it's just like punches you in the face.
I wouldn't say it's like a peat bomb, if you would call it that. I mean, it's not overwhelmingly smoky. Like you were talking about Chip last time, it coats your mouth real nice.
Yeah.
It's oilier than the last one.
Reminds me of like a Lagavulin or an Ardbeg, like fire element to it, like the kind of the rich smokiness.
But I feel like it's brighter than
Dried
than-
seaweed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dehydrated seaweed snack.
I think it's sweeter than like an Ardbeg. To me, Ardbeg
It
is
is.
just like ash.
Ardbeg is unforgiving.
There's a sweetness there for sure, but it's like there's kind of like that rich campfire,
Yeah.
you know,
For
to it
sure.
as well.
It's like a charred lemon.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Or like grilled.
wrapped
lemon,
wrapped in a
grilled
dried seaweed.
citrus.
Yeah.
Wrapped in almond butter. Thanks, Trader Joe's.
Almond butter, almond.
Yeah.
Yeah. We love you,
Butter,
Trader Joe's.
almond butter, butter, almond.
I got to be sure to add water before I gulp this.
Yeah, I feel like water's going to do a lot to this.
For all the heat on the initial palate,
It's like so salty up front.
Yeah.
it is. The finish is not real hot.
I would say the finish of the last scotch was actually hotter than this one.
don't know,
I
mine
really
is-
It
like
stuck
the finish
around.
on that.
No, mine is still like
Burning.
It's still burning. I think the campfire went down my throat.
and like up into the
It's
nose, like the way that wasabi kind of hits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is definitely a good scotch to drink when you're sick and your nostrils are a little clogged. Just have a little bit before bedtime.
Just to clear you out.
Clear you out. Yeah.
It could be because it's Christmas and like we've got Christmas trees in the house, but I'm getting a little bit of like that kind of like what would it
Like
be?
pine?
Just pine.
Ooh, that's fun.
Like the oil in the
Yeah,
needles.
like
Like pine resin.
Pine oil.
yeah, pine
Pine
resin. That's
resin?
the word I was
Uh-huh.
looking for. Thank you,
Are we talking like a noble or like what kind of
Douglas.
Douglas?
Douglas.
Okay.
A Dougie.
I think nobles are kind of bland on the nose.
I haven't had a saltier scotch in a
No.
long time.
No, this is
This might be the
salty.
saltiest one.
Which feels right at sea.
Yeah. We're in the right place.
This is the beef jerky of Scotch. Like
It is.
But if it's this salty out here, would you not even be able to take it?
It's true because
we
there
were
is
back
more
on
salt
land?
here.
Mm.
Yeah.
Salt air to cut it. a little
So,
bit.
Vern, I'll ask you this. You are the specialist when it comes to scotch in seasons and in places
and salt.
and salt, and you're the salt master.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's
That's
certified.
true.
Yeah, and you're certified.
Salt mastery.
So, where, when, how?
This is a tough one. Where do you want something salty?
On my mouth.
with a beer
At the bar.
At the bar.
In my Scotch.
Yeah,
and
that's pretty
don't bring
good.
up Heather again.
I couldn't.
Springtime.
I couldn't possibly. Too close to my heart. Yeah, I don't know. Seasonally, this is a tough one because I really want to give it a date, but I'm kind of torn. You know what?
I feel like salty stuff is still like winter though.
Yeah, I think it's late winter.
I put about a full eyedropper in quite a bit of Scotchtella in my
It
glass.
took offense to that.
I'm getting a lot
With
more
the water?
a lot more fruit. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's a lot more manageable. A lot sweeter. Cuts the tongue a little bit more.
Yeah, I might even do more.
Yeah. I did a
Take
lot
another.
more.
This will be my third eyedropper full of water.
A full, oh, wow.
Mhm.
Okay, so I've done some significant water at this point, and I feel like it's finally being a little bit more forgiving.
Yeah.
The water hits the spot.
It kind of, oh man, it almost loses a little bit of the fun though for me.
Really?
That's what I'm
I don't
scared
think
of.
so.
Well, it's like It's like at a Christmas party where it's like, Janet's going to get crazy.
Yeah.
And we're kind of excited about it.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like,
That's why you
it's
go.
the annual thing. It's like,
That's
it's
why you
always
go.
fun.
But then you find out she's 3 months sober. You're
Yeah.
like,
Oh, man.
I feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, the water just brings out like, I don't know if you guys got any vanilla on the nose, but
Yeah,
as
I am
it's
now.
kind of sitting with the water, just the vanilla and the brininess on the nose
For
are
sure.
just straight ahead.
I'm getting like vanilla custard right now. Almost like what's that custard dessert?
Vanilla
Come
custard.
on.
Creme brulee.
Oh.
Creme brulee.
Yes.
Ooh,
like
toasty?
like a salted caramel. creme
Yeah.
Taffy?
brulee. Ooh, saltwater taffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little taffy?
Vanilla
Yeah.
saltwater taffy. Yeah.
I think the water didn't take any of the body away. It just kind of cut the initial
The heat,
a little
yeah.
bit.
Do we want to rate it? Is everybody ready? I feel like we've
Did
been
we get
yapping
official
for a
tasting
while.
notes, Andrew?
I would definitely keep talking about this, but
Oh yeah, maybe there are official. I'm not
Maybe
sure
the
if there are
abbreviated
official.
notes.
Yeah.
Less than.
no offense, Brooke Laddie, but
If you have to scroll, it's too much.
okay.
Oh, I had a weird tasting note.
Ooh, drop it.
Salted vanilla wafers.
Ooh,
that's a
well placed.
Like soggy ones.
Vanilla wafers that were just floating
You
in
found
Long
some
Beach
on the
Harbor?
beach.
Yeah, they washed ashore.
For some reason.
Okay, so
It's found vanilla wafers.
Found vanilla wafers.
the problem with trying
In
to
the bay.
find tasting notes on this is that it's from an independent bottler, which essentially means that the bottler bought a cask from the distillery.
Mm.
So they're
So-
and then they mature it on their own. So there are no official tasting notes, but I can give you what
This is the first podcast to ever taste this scotch.
that's
Yeah.
true, and I can tell you what
Exclusive.
Hammerhead 79 scored it.
We're explorers.
Hammerhead is just some dude
Just from
who
Reddit.
who drank this. He said on the nose, campfire and burnt twigs, salty, earthy peat, apple, pear, slight vanilla, and around nuttiness. Taste oily, again with campfires, vanilla, apple, licorice, some honey, a little pepper and nutmeg. Finish, vanilla sweetness, more licorice, drying spiciness of toasted and scorched wood. But I mean, that could just be like Joe Blow who's trying this.
That's Hammerhead 68.
Yeah, I'd,
Yeah.
I'd say Hammerhead knows what he's talking about. It's like,
I
it's
mean,
all
should
pretty.
we compare it to the next person on the
I'd
list?
say he hit that nail on the head.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
All three listeners just hung up.
Just
And
delete
unsubscribe.
it. Okay, we are going to rate it, starting with Andrew.
I love it. Love it. I love it. I have not had Caol Ila for a long time. It was 12-year-old, and I think I like this better. Kind of hits everything I want. It's complex enough. I was not bored. It's not just peat and nothing else. So 9.2.
Wow. Andrew, really quick, do you remember what the price point was on this?
145.
Wow.
145.
145.
This is our most expensive Scotch of the night.
This is the most expensive scotch in the world.
in the whole world. Yeah. Evan, what do you got?
Once you cut it with some water, because at first it was insanely hot, but once you cut it with some water, it was really well balanced. You know, you got the sweetness, smokiness, kind of exactly what I'm looking for in a scotch. So I got to give it a 9.
Yeah. My man.
Okay, Chris.
I love it. It's complex. It's delicious. It's rich. It's peaty. It's briny. It's sweet. 9.3.
Wow. Yeah, I just like Evan just said, like I feel like at first I was tasting an Ardbeg, like an overwhelming Ardbeg, but once you add the water, you got to add the water, and it really,
100%.
for me at least, it brings out everything I want once I do that, and I don't mind adding some water to my Scotch. I'm gonna give it 9.0.
Nice.
Nice.
Evan.
I just added more water.
And
I appreciate it. It's good. Everything you guys have said, it's true.
I knew it.
I don't know if I would give it in the 9s. I'll go 8.8. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's good. I like it.
Are you just afraid we'll throw you off the boat if you go any lower?
Just a little bit.
Chip.
I liked it a whole lot too, and I only did one dropper full, unlike Vern. I think probably put 5 droppers.
Gatorade. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I kind of like a little bit of the punishment that the heat gives. Like I actually really enjoyed it a lot. All sorts of good flavors, and again, for like the way that it feels, actually, like the way that it sits on the tongue is really nice. Yeah, and the way that it just burns your throat, it's like a really nice burn. It's definitely a 9.1 for me.
You like things.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dave.
I definitely needed a little water. It was a little hot for me right out the gates, but I would definitely go with a 9.
All right, Vern.
I'm gonna go with a 8.7. Yeah, I
Any
just
explanation?
No.
I mean, it's not like that's a bad score.
Too
They
much
just
Yeah,
like
no,
to
it's
adjust
a
it.
good scotch.
I'm just curious.
I enjoyed. I guess I just wanted maybe a little bit more complexity out of it. I felt like it was well made, but it just wasn't worth the amount of work to get to the good stuff. Like adding enough water to where it's like, okay, this is palatable. Not palate. That's the wrong word because it is really good, and I actually loved the nose of it, probably the best. And it was just a little too salty for me. Like, it was unique in that sense, but yeah, I just kind of got stuck in salty brininess and I wanted to go somewhere else. Like if it had, I don't know, a sweeter element, which is not normally my style, but yeah, having, I don't know, honey or some sort of fruit note would be nice. So I don't know, what did I say, 8.7?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stick to that.
All right. What does that bring us out to, Chris?
I'm going to give the extra decimal point here because it's slightly above a 9.0.
Wow, favoritism.
9.01. So
Okay.
solid A.
That is the high of the night so far.
A minus.
I honestly wasn't expecting that. I was expecting there to be a few more people who disliked it because it's so aggressive.
It's aggressive, and it's like it doesn't sing to me, but I also appreciate that it's like it is
Right,
very
because
good.
like where we are in the night, it is something really special, and it's kind of cool to have something a little bit extreme.
Yeah.
Especially, I think, with all of these snacks that we're chewing on and stuff, like it.
It
It's a
works
really
well
good point.
Yeah,
with the smoked cheese and the meat.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And it's interesting because many of us are really big fans of Isla, including me, but I feel like some of them have become kind of one note, and I won't name names. This is not one note to me. Very complex. This is the only one that I haven't like finished in a hurry, and it's still like changing in the glass. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's interesting. I would have given it definitely a lower score without the water. The water for me did a lot for this scotch.
Well, I think Chip just mentioned something that rings true for me. Without all of the other flavors that we're inundated with right now, if we were just drinking this by itself, I would not have enjoyed it as much.
Yeah, you kind of need the cheese platter and the honey and all the accoutrement
all the
that
other
you really-
stimulus to bring out to
And
appreciate
the
it.
salty air for me.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
And it's not that the scotch isn't worthy of it just by itself, but I think it is so hot and it has a lot of layers. As you water it down, like you could pair it with all kinds of things, but I would say, yeah, it's great to pair it. And maybe just because I'm way over here, nobody feeds me, I wasn't able to enjoy it as to the same extent that you guys were.
Can
over
someone
there
baby bird
by-
burn some food over there?
You gave me a cracker.
A single cracker. All right, let's try our next scotch.
Our final scotch of the night is from Ardnamurchen.
Nailed it.
The pronunciation guide was on the box, which is a relatively new.
I feel like there's only 3 letters in the name.
Yeah.
There are a lot of consonants in
16
that.
A's, 34 R's.
I mean, they had to know when they decided to print it on the side of the box. This is how to pronounce it. Anyway,
What kind of ABV are we
it's fairly new. It's a Western Highland distillery.
Mhm.
The ABV on this 59.8, so another cask strength.
Hello.
Highland single malt. It is matured in Oloroso Hogshead.
Hills, yeah. Chris, do you remember what the price point was?
Price point was 105 on this one.
Have you guys smelt this yet? All joking aside, it kind of smells like Fireball.
No. Come on.
I can't say I've spent a lot of time smelling Fireball, so I don't have much.
I'm just kidding, but no,
I was just
I
down in
have.
Fireball last night. So.
Oh, wow.
no, I get a lot.
Yeah,
I get a lot of
you would
cinnamon.
like an
I get a lot
expert's
of bacon
opinion.
spice.
That is red apple, cinnamon apple, and
Cinnamon
I get
sticks.
cardamom.
yeah.
There's some hospital
Oh,
in
yeah.
there though too. I'm getting hospital straight up hospital.
I
The
smell
cinnamon-
large medical bills.
Cinnamon apples wrapped in
you know.
Band-Aids.
Chip, I hate to say it, but I agree with you.
Yeah.
There's something like medicinal
yeah.
hospital ward.
I mean, are you talking like a Kaiser?
Also, grape skin. Anybody getting grape
Yeah,
skin?
yeah. Like a wine.
Yeah, very
There's like
winey.
a wine note to it.
Yeah. Like a white wine.
This is the most interesting scotch I've ever smelled. This is
Yeah.
the most interesting nose
By far.
I think ever.
And the color. Did we talk about the color?
So it's like dark, like auburn.
Yeah, there's a lot of red in there.
It's
Yeah.
a
Amber,
reddish.
sherry.
I don't know what color brandy is, but it's
Yeah, it's
brandy
close to
color.
that.
Very close
Yeah.
to brandy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to taste this. I'm
It smells
scared
like
to taste
mold
it.
cider.
The smell of
Oh,
like canned peaches and pears, the
Yeah.
syrup that they're in.
Totally.
Yeah.
Cinnamon raisin.
Totally.
Mulled wine.
I almost don't want to taste it because this nose is so intriguing.
nose is incredible.
Like, I don't know what the palate's going to be like, but the nose is incredible.
The syrup from the canned peaches and
That's
pears.
so spot on. It's so good.
Has anybody had mead before? Like
Yeah.
homemade
Yes.
mead?
Yeah.
Like the honey liqueur? This has a lot of that
There's a
going
lot.
on to
Yeah,
it.
there's a lot of honey.
Just
Kinda
a
like the
rich
natural,
sweetness and fruit.
Honey. Did you taste it?
Evan did. Evan tasted it.
Whoa.
He said, "Whoa."
Holy wow.
I'm gonna taste it
Yeah.
now with my
It
mouth.
tastes like it smells.
I'm just enjoying watching all the people that have tasted it and their reactions, which is Evan,
Well,
Dave,
Oh.
Vern now.
things almost never taste exactly the way that they smell. But for me, it's lining up.
Vern
It
is
rang
having
true.
a symphony in his. I'm speaking into my scotch.
I also Vern's having a
Vern is
seizure right now.
experiencing-
Vern, you're supposed to be the
He's having a
captain.
spiritual.
I'm fine, guys. I'm fine. I'm
experience
back.
right now.
I'm back. I just had an episode.
All right.
Oh
so,
my gosh.
so what do we, Chris? What are you getting?
Somebody's alluding to it already. It tastes exactly like it smells. Like the palate is
Unreal.
very much like the nose.
Vern has somewhat recovered from a seizure.
Yeah,
Welcome back.
What are you tasting, Vern?
I got like a strong like a lemonade concentrate and a lemon pith and
Oh, it's syrupy.
Oh.
It's
It is.
viscous.
It is fire going down.
Viscous.
it is
So
very
is it
hot.
Cardamom. Some spices.
There's
in there.
some licorice in there, like black licorice.
Anise.
Yes.
Yeah. I've never had more flavors in a scotch, and I don't even know what I'm supposed to do or think about it.
I don't know what to do with my hands. I mean, the scotch.
Just speak into them and
Yeah.
breathe your microphone.
The mouthfeel is awesome. It's
Yes.
oily, fully coats your mouth. Like I said, there's no heat on the nose for me, but there's a lot of heat on the
Oh, yeah.
palate, on the finish.
Yeah, the heat even goes to like the tip of the tongue. Usually
Yeah.
it sits back there, but
Yeah.
like,
I feel like I could light a match and like blow fire. You
Yeah.
know, I'm like a circus circus guy. Yeah.
I get like nectarine and plum
For
pits.
sure. For sure.
Like the pits, the insides of them, and their and the skins, but not any of the sweet
Wrapped in
stuff.
grape skin.
No, there's
What
grape
about
skin,
the pits from the pitted dates that we're eating?
a little bit
No,
of cardboard.
not the pits, but some of the seeds.
cardboard for real?
Yeah, you get a little bit of like the sherry cardboard, which I am sensitive to, according to Heather.
There you go again.
It works really well with the dates.
I agree. I just did that.
Yeah,
Totally
it's pretty awesome.
You said dates while I was smelling my scotch, and I smelled dates. It's like you can smell anything you want.
Okay, let's try it. Ready? Star Wars.
But not.
It's right up front.
Oh, for sure.
Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Oh, it's his
Red 5,
head.
checking in.
I smelled Chewbacca's head.
It's pretty dark, but I'm not getting a lot of the like overly sweet
No.
sherry bomb stuff that many of us.
I think it's too hot
dislike.
for that.
Yeah, as
It
soon
is
as you
too hot
water
for
it
that.
You need
down,
to cut it.
Has anybody added water yet?
I'm going to water this thing down.
I'm enjoying it.
like
I
Raging
like- yeah, I wanna
Waters.
keep it like this.
Side project.
Looking at the glass from across the boat, it looks like a Coca-Cola that has melted ice in it.
Yeah, or a brandy.
And tastes like it if you want it to.
Yeah.
Like,
Coca-Cola's
apparently
like
it's
kind of a flavor.
apparently
kind
it's
of
a
mix of
chameleon
everything.
of scotch. Like it tastes like whatever you want it to taste like.
I don't know. It's Pepsi, probably.
Smells.
Oh,
Oh,
Smells
RC?
amazing after a few
Mountain
minutes.
Dew?
Yeah, when we poured it, I was like, oh, Jack and Coke.
There's some smoke, some brininess. Some,
There is.
I get a lot of salt.
There's
Yeah.
some firewood there.
that's coming out now. Yeah.
I don't know. It's
It's like
delicious.
a really
It's- it-
nice marriage of sweet and smoke.
Yeah,
It's
incredibly
it's,
unique.
s'more.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Little
Did Evan just
toasted
hit it on the
marshmallow.
head? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you got it, Evan.
Like toasted marshmallow roasted over a fire of what kind of wood?
Like
fruit
nectarine
wood.
pits.
I was gonna say like a
fruit wood,
pecan,
like an apple, or
Yeah, I think more
like
like,
a cherry.
Yeah, pecan.
cherry or pecan or yeah. So
Wow, the water. So with water, the nose is way more fruity, right? Like dried fruit. The stuff
I'm
we've been
scared
talking
to
about.
add water to mine because I like it too much this way.
Raisins,
do you really?
raisins.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I'm a little bummed I added water.
Really?
Are you?
Uh-oh, dang it.
Add more scotch.
That's what I mean. I'm scared to add water
No,
because I
it's
like
still
it
great.
like this.
Chip, will you add more water into there?
Vern wants more water.
I need to be taught a lesson.
It doesn't taste like anything I've ever tasted before. It tastes like there's a new breed of wood that you put in your barbecue. It's like
Jurassic
they found this
Park
new
5.
wood. It's like the new hot
Wood.
and it's crazy.
Alien space wood.
Yeah.
There's some, like, the water for me, it brought out,
Star Wars.
like, that campfire, but also the black liquor. It's just like campfire
Yeah,
and
the
black,
black licorice is
now.
a great call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tatooine.
Tattooing.
Whatever the trees on Endor are.
Oh.
That's this. Yeah, on the moon of Endor, not Endor. Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
correct
Are
you.
you guys picking up like almost a smoked meat now? I'm not sure if it's the way that it's starting to open up a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
Smoked Ewok.
It's hard.
I am getting a little bit of like
Smoked
cola
storm-
Pull Ewok out of this.
Yeah,
I think.
there's like
on the palate. Like it's kind of like
there is some
Pepsi,
cola
Coke,
in there.
RC if you're old school.
I feel like Vern had a full-blown seizure at the beginning of this scotch. We've come a long way
I'm
since
still
then.
recovering.
He's still
I've added
recovering.
a lot of water.
And yet we've
He
all...
literally transported to another planet.
Yeah, we've come a long way since
another
his seizure.
dimension. Yeah,
This scotch is very much a spasm, if nothing else,
Yeah.
of a scotch.
I think Coca-Cola is the right note.
Yeah.
It's totally in there.
It is.
Because Coca-Cola is like a little bit of everything. If you break it down,
yeah. There's some like root.
yeah,
Like
there's
sarsaparilla,
it's also
like-
Yeah,
citrus
yeah.
and like cinnamon. You know, like it literally tastes like it's Coca-Cola vibes.
A little bit of licorice. Yeah,
Imagine if you could carbonate this
Yeah.
and then make the
Thin it out a
most
little bit. Yeah,
pristine, bougie Coca-Cola.
and then add
Or
cherry
almost
to it.
pristine
Yeah,
Scotch and soda.
I don't want to mix it. Like, it's kind of like what we said with the Highland Park eggnog. Like, it'd be great, but I don't want...
you don't
No,
want to
it's-
mix it with Coke.
I kind of...
Why
I kind
not?
of want to make a soda out of it, but at the same time, it's so good on its own. Like, it would taste good. It would taste great as whatever this is and Coke, but it's so good on its own.
Have you guys had any like Amari like Fernet stuff like
Yeah.
that? The more it opens up, the more I'm getting some of that like bitter like root.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great note. It is like a Fernet.
Yeah, it's
Of
becoming more like
scotches.
an Amaro
Shout out to the city of San Francisco.
Sure. I think it's worth it.
and the country of
why not?
Italy.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we're cool.
I'm getting more. We keep talking about Coke, but I get a little root beer.
Yeah, I was going to say I get a little bit
Totally.
more
Hello,
sarsaparilla.
Dave.
You said sarsaparilla, I think.
That's
Yeah.
what you already said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this almost deserves its own scale. Like, I can't rate this against other things. It's so out in the left.
I
On a scale
certainly
of-
can't rate
Yeah,
it against the last
Coca-Cola
one we
to
had, yeah.
smoked Ewok.
Yeah.
Wait a second, smoked Ewok being the best,
No,
Coca-Cola
No,
being the
that's to
worst.
each his
or-
own.
What is
know?
the candy? There's that candy that comes in. It's like
Root
almost
beer barrels.
Yeah.
Well, they're not the barrels. It's like a little, almost like vitamin type looking thing. Soda poppers or something.
Oh,
like that.
Bottle caps? Bottle caps?
You know what I'm talking about? Bottle caps.
Yeah, bottle caps.
This tastes like
Oh.
the soda bottle cap.
Yes.
It's like kind of candied, but there's
It's not super sweet.
It's not super sweet, but there's definitely a Coca-Cola, even root beer, like you said, Dave, type flavor
that's a
to it.
really
Yeah.
specific, beautiful note. I feel like that's it.
Thank you. I will jump in the ocean now. So
Yeah.
everyone have a good night.
And there
We'll
he
end
goes.
on that note.
And how weird that we found this bottle because of how pretty it is.
Just like root beer.
Andrew, I think
Andrew pointed it
Andrew
out.
knew the distillery and really pointed us in the direction.
I mean,
so
I've been
he
hearing good
deserves-
things about it, but
Yeah,
it was
but
definitely
the bottle
like
sold it. The bottle
The
sold
bottle
it.
sold
Yeah.
Dave and I.
And
Like,
was
we saw the
thrown
bottle and we're
when
like,
I-
oh,
when I
we
was
need
like,
that
oh,
one.
that one's in the running, so it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it came with an earring.
or a bracelet, depending on how you want
I
to
heard
wear
it was
Or
an anklet.
anklet, if you want to get
Yes,
interesting.
yes, that's
Okay.
true.
Belly button.
We are West Coast.
Yeah, I mean, you could lengthen the cord and make it a dog tag.
The last time I remember us being excited or intrigued this much by the Scotch was, I think, the Torabheg.
The Torabig.
That was
Well, I
Yeah.
wouldn't use the word excited necessarily.
Not excited,
That's
but
a little
Also, take it
this?
easy.
presumptuous.
Intrigued.
intrigued.
Okay, I'll
Intrigued.
give you that.
About this,
Intriguing.
You
Yeah.
know, intrigued.
you're saying intrigued but not excited.
I'm intrigued, but I'm not
Save it
excited.
for the ratings.
The
Save it
guy
for the
who
ratings.
had a
both.
seizure.
I'm both, but I'm very much intrigued.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
He went
still.
to the dark place.
Yeah.
Good
And
thing he's
returned.
driving the boat.
He's still trying to figure out what to do back there.
Just point it towards a flashy
we
light.
have not capsized.
Yeah. So we should tell you viewers at home, we are halfway through the Pacific Ocean at this point. We are almost to China.
I think that's Hawaii.
With
Yeah,
a stopover
Hawaii.
in
Okay.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Is the Panama Canal still blocked or is that open? We're
gonna find out soon.
We can pass through. Okay.
Oh, I miss those memes.
Is the Duffy boat rated for the Panama Canal?
Yeah, so Scotch.
So I think this is improving.
10.
It's improving. Well, I've yet to meet a 10, but
It's pretty close.
Apparently, you've never met Heather.
I've
This
never
is a
met Heather.
wild ride.
I've never grabbed Heather with my bare hands.
Only one of us have. Only
You damn
one
well
of
better not have. I'd have known about it if you did. She would have told me.
Dude, she got around.
So, I mean, Chip, you just spit out 10. Is that your actual rating? We'll start with you.
I couldn't ever give it 10 because, we haven't been around the entire world. We haven't tried everyone's basement scotch
Yet.
yet. No, but this is like really good. Super special in all of the ways.
I want that on a tasting note on a bottle.
Special in all of the
special.
ways is really good.
You sound like you're breaking up with
Quote
him.
him.
Like you're super special in all the ways.
It's not you, it's me. I'm not good enough for you.
I'm a 5,
If I
not
saw
you.
it on a bottle, I would buy no matter what the price point.
Okay, but I haven't put any water in it, and I don't ever want to water it.
You don't want to change.
No, I like it straight out of
You need
the
to
bottle.
water the seed.
No,
It did not need water, but I have to say I'm not disappointed that I put water in it.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
goes both
I agree with
ways.
that, yeah.
so because I have faith in the Scotch world that they'll always get better, I'm gonna not rate it too high and say 9.6.
Holy
That is
moly.
juicy.
Yeah,
Dave, what about you?
I was gonna go 9.5.
Ooh.
I love
But
it.
now,
No, sorry, that twice in a row. No, I am
Dave,
going
Dave is the
9.5.
captain of, but
Any explanation or not necessary? I'm just curious.
No, it's just really complex for me. Usually anything this hot, I don't really gravitate towards. But in this case, the complexity and the notes kind of outweighed the heat.
Yeah.
9.5 for Dave. Vern, what about you?
Has he decided yet? Been percolating.
Captain.
Yeah, he might need a
Oh, Captain,
pass.
my captain.
Do you want us
Vern,
to
do you
come
know
back
where
to
you are
Vern?
right now?
This is complicated.
He's still coming back from his seizure.
I don't know. Can that be a rating? I feel
No.
We need a number.
I'm trying to. I have two things going on, like how much I actually enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
talk about it first and then give it a number.
It's like you appreciate it for the complexity and it's
Yeah.
like fun.
If you guys can
But
help me out, it'd
It's
be
hard
great.
to like discern like, do I actually like it?
That's where I'm at, and I'd love some feedback from you guys.
You can skip and come back to you.
No skipping. And I feel like I would need to have this scotch 10 more times to really rate it properly. And by
That could
10,
happen
10 more
tonight.
times, I mean like 2 or 3 more times tonight. But because of that, I'm intrigued. I would say 8.8. I don't know.
Well, that was
And I don't
so
wanna talk
hard
about
for
it.
Vern.
I don't want to
That
talk
was
about
so
it.
hard.
That
for
was
you.
the
Do
most
not-
Vern has ever labored
Yeah.
over
None of you
Yeah,
look at me
he's-
for the rest of the night. 8.8.
Those
Is
at
that what
home,
you wanted?
Vern is sweating right
Is
now.
that what you wanted, Justin? You wanted me to say 8.8, didn't you? Don't look at me.
Vern, slow
I
the
did.
boat down. You don't.
Yeah.
Vern, stop.
Don't hit the bridge.
So we're going to move on to Andrew. Andrew, what is your rating?
Okay, so here's how I will put it. I frequently wonder what I would rate a 10. And I typically think it would be something in the Islas, because that's what I prefer. So I'm always looking for something that's not an Isla, not like an Isla, to challenge that. And I think this is finally the one that I've been looking for.
Ooh, Andrew has found a challenger, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's blowing my mind. I could say a lot more, but I'll keep it. I'll stop there. I'm going to give it a 9.5.
Oh.
9.6.
For those at home, Andrew so badly wanted to give this a 10. So badly. We could all see it.
Yeah.
We could all see
Yeah.
it, Andrew. We could see right through you.
What you listeners can't see is his tears right now.
Yeah.
I will not sleep tonight over that rating.
Wow. Evan?
So I'm of two minds of this scotch.
No.
One, thoroughly enjoyed sitting here on this boat drinking with you all.
But that says more about us than the scotch.
I know. And the scotch itself is insanely complicated. One of the most unique scotches I've ever tasted in my entire life. Wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't think I ever want to drink it again.
Oh no!
I gotta be honest.
So
that's
only
what I
a
wanna hear.
9.2?
Yeah.
Oh,
I like it.
Wow.
It was really good, really interesting, but to me it didn't
It didn't sing to you.
taste like scotch.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
It didn't taste like Scotch, but you gave it a 9.2.
I did not give it a 9.
Oh, what did you give it?
I gave him.
Oh,
That's
Evan
the other-
incepted you?
Yeah.
You
He's
are
worried we're
gonna
going to
give it
throw
a
him off the boat with his rating.
No,
in all,
Try
in all-
again.
In all honesty, guys, I'm giving it a 7.5.
Hell yeah!
Whoa! Now we're shaking up this boat. Woo!
Nothing
I'm gonna
personal.
take you out of the average.
Nothing,
I'll give you one of
nothing
these.
personal. It's just, it's not what I'm looking for.
I
in
love it,
Scotch.
Evan.
Yeah.
I love it.
I respect your opinion.
Fuck yeah.
I
It doesn't sing to you, and that's
I think
fine.
the
I don't
only-
agree, but
I think
I
the last
respect
time we were this divided was the Aberfeldy.
Yeah.
Chris, what do you got?
So I'm very much I'm with I think Chip and Andrew on this. It's like I think Evan, you may have said this something to the effect of, "Is this my favorite?" You know, there's how much do I enjoy this versus how much do I respect it for what it is.
Yeah.
And it's unlike anything I think I've ever had. We've had a lot of scotches in our years, and this is kind of blowing it out of the water in terms of complexity and what we've had before. So for me, because I normally enjoy the peat and then the Lagavulin and all that, but because it is what it is, it's so unique, but it's also balanced and delicious. Also, it is what it is for a cask strength. The fact that you can have this neat at what percentage it is, I'm going to say, because we got to leave room for a 10, I'm going to say 9.7.
Wow. That could be that could be one of the highest ratings the club has ever had.
Coming from a massive Pete fan,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like you are
boy.
an Islay head.
Yeah.
Like you literally have a hat that is just smoke.
Pete boy.
I
Yeah.
sleep with a bottle of Lagavulin next to me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but it's incredibly complex and different and unique. It's, this is hats off to these guys. I mean, it's great.
So what does that bring us to?
Well, we still have like 10 other people.
Oh my gosh.
And I also have to subtract Evan's 7.5.
For me, I have a really hard time almost comparing it to the last Scotch we had because there was both of them were very fiery. Both of them had notes that I really enjoy. I almost have to, it's like, do I give one like 0.01 over the other? Evan's right. I'm going to give it a 9.1.
Wow. All right.
Follow your heart.
I just did. And now will you follow yours? Evan, what is your rating?
So a new phenomenon I've experienced over this last year, fatherhood. I like to rate these scotches with in mind of a moment of quiet. So end of the night, kids asleep. Oftentimes the wife's asleep on the couch or something like that. You pour yourself a dram. And it's like, this is a moment of peace. Maybe the TV's on a little bit low.
This is my moment.
Yeah, this is my moment. And what does this scotch tell me in that moment? And when I try this, it tells me you want so much more of this. And this is like that awesome, wonderful moment of contentedness, and that's what this tastes like. So I'm going to give this a 9.5.
Wow. Also, that explanation, Evan, I mean, there are at least 4 or 5 guys crying.
There's a couple people with like
Yeah.
a tear that they're sucking up as fast as possible.
Yeah, as fast as possible.
Because you're just like, I just want peace and quiet.
God bless us, everyone.
Yeah.
Whoever the master distiller is on this, please reach out to us.
Yeah.
We'd love to talk to you. We have a 9.2.
Fantastic.
Sorry, Evan, but also
Solid.
respect for like true to yourself.
Yeah.
I know.
Respect your opinions.
That's what's cool about the club.
Apparently now I have to jump off the boat.
Yeah.
We still like you. You don't have to jump.
Yeah.
No,
You just can't have any more Scotch.
just leave the meats.
Yeah.
If we
You
hadn't
brought
already
2
done
meats.
Scotch of the
Yeah,
Year,
you can
this
stay.
would have won.
I brought more than 2, my friend.
Sorry. Good point.
I am truly, after smelling it and tasting it, I am utterly shocked and surprised that Scotch was rated that high.
Mm-hmm.
It was,
I got to be honest, so am I.
I smelled it, I'm like, this is going to be a 5. Right when I smelled it, I'm like, this is horse shit. Like straight up,
Wow.
just like, no thank
Why
you.
did you rate it so high?
Because it grew on me. Like as I added water, it developed and it was pretty good in a lot of ways. But it started so I don't know. I was expecting it to be thrown overboard.
Vern,
at
you
one
started
point.
having a seizure, and look
Yeah.
at where you are now.
I don't know where I am anymore.
No one knows where you are. But I think
I
it would be fair to also note that this is the 4th scotch we've had tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe
And the second cask strength
yeah.
Scotch we were
So we should all get back together tomorrow night. Well done, boys.
Yeah. That was good times.
Yeah.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Yeah.
Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Okay, gentlemen, a toast. Merry Christmas. Raise your glasses. Here's to the men of all classes who through lasses and glasses will make themselves asses.
Oh, no.
Merry Christmas.
Absolutely drink
Yeah.
that. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nobody else out here. Out for the captain. Thank you.
Cheers to the pilot. I mean, Captain.
Captain.
Ardnamurchen.
Oh man, that Highland Park's so good.
It's just Christmas in a glass.
What did we rate that Highland Park?
Not high enough. If that had been fourth, the Highland Park would have been higher.
That's the
Highland Park?
problem. We
I think yeah, we were
Controversy, I
still
like
it was still pretty high.
Holy Scotch.
All is Scotch.
All is Scotch.
If you like what we are doing, please follow or subscribe.
Wherever you enjoy podcasts, whether it's in Ohio or France.
So you know when we have new episodes released.
And tell your friends.
Find us on Instagram or Facebook.
At Mystery Scotch Tasting.
And leave us a comment.
Always remember to enjoy your scotch responsibly.
And please tell your friends.